boys. Keep still, you little devil, or I'll have your throat.
Please, sir, I beg of you.
What do you beg?
Don't hurt my throat.
Tell us your name, quick.
Pip, sir.
Once more, and give it Mars.
Pip, sir.
Show us where you live. Point out the place.
In the village, sir.
Where's your mother?
Up there, sir. She's in her grave, sir. Her name was Georgiana.
Oh? Where's the rest of your family?
Dead, sir. Except for my sister whom I live with. She's Mrs. Joe Gargery, the blacksmith's wife.
Blacksmith, eh? Now you listen. I want a file. I want victuals. You know what victuals are?
Yes, sir. It's an old-fashioned term for food.
How is it now? Will you be sure to bring me some good old-fashioned hearty victuals, or you'll be my victuals yourself?
I'll bring the victuals, sir.
I want victuals and a file here at dawn. Now be off.
Boy, you wear me out with worry. Where have you been?
I only went to the churchyard.
The churchyard? Oh, if it weren't for me, you'd have been to the churchyard long ago and stayed there 6 feet under a headstone. Sit down and have your tea. It's bad enough to be a blacksmith's wife without having to be mother to you as well. Churchyard, indeed. Who brought you up by hand?
You did?
I did, indeed. And it's you who'll put me in the churchyard afore my time. Wretch of a boy. Never had children of my own. All I'm stuck with is you, and a beast of a young brother.
What was that?
Bet with a prison ship down the river.
I wonder who's put into prison ships and why they're put there.
People are put there because they murder and rob and forge and do all sorts of bad, and they always start by asking questions. Now get up to bed.
brought my victuals?
Yes, sir.
You didn't bring anyone with you, boy. Swear on your heart and liver.
No, sir. Did you enjoy the pork pie?
Thank you, boy. I did.
Aren't you going to share it with the other one?
What other?
The other convict. He was dressed the same as you.
What did he look like?
He had a badly bruised face.
Not here.
Yes, sir.
Where is he? I'll put him down like a bloodhound and curse his leg. Give me the file, boy, and be quick. I'll hunt him down. That so-called gentleman. I'll hunt down that gentleman and feed him to the dogs. Even if they get me, I'll have got him first. I'll get him before they get me. I'll get him. Thompson, I'm coming after you. Thompson.
Where were you this time?
The Christmas carols. I went to hear them.
Well, I'd like to have time to hear Christmas carols myself. But I've got my work cut out just bringing you up by hand. Now get upstairs and clean yourself up. Looks like muddy work, this Christmas carol business. Still here? Oh, I'll take my hand to you as soon as I put this chicken down.
I just wanted to say Merry Christmas, Mrs. Joe.
There's a file of mine missing. You seen it?
Well, you get upstairs and get clean and never mind about files. Have you had enough to eat, Uncle Pumblechook?
After such a feast, madam, I doubt if I shall bake bread until the new year.
Well, that's a pity, Uncle Pumblechook. I laid aside a pork pie just for you.
Well, then,
Don't have to force yourself, Uncle. It'll keep another week.
That's right, Uncle.
Oh, you be quiet. Well, what do you say to the pork pie, Uncle?
since you got it in especially for me, madam, I would indeed be a churl to refuse. I shall have the pork pie.
Sit down, Pip. There's nothing to get agitated about.
It's gone.
Gone?
Sit down, I say, Pip, old chap. Where are you heading?
To the door to answer it.
Excuse me, and Merry Christmas to you all. Is the blacksmith about?
I'm the blacksmith. What's the trouble?
It's these handcuffs, which we aim soon to fill with 2 convicts who've seen fit to leave us.
Oh, I'll fix them. You sit down and have some pork pie, Sergeant.
There is no pork pie.
Oh, never you mind, missus. I'll warm myself by the fire here, and then we'll be off. How would you like to come with us, young shaver? All right, men, on the double. We'll have these convicts before dinner.
Come on, Pip. Don't you want to see the convicts?
Yes, Joe.
If you bring that boy back with his head blown to bits by a gun, don't look to me to put it together again.
Surrender, you two, and confound you for two wild beasts. Come asunder. Remember this. I caught this animal. I got him for you.
You saw what he did, Sergeant. He tried to murder me.
I'll hear none of your problems, Compson. We've got you both now. Now march. What is it, Magwitch? You've seen a ghost? Come on, Magwitch. Move it on now. Hold a minute, Sergeant. I want to say something about this escape. Oh, do you? Then go ahead, Magwitch. You're among friends. What I say is this. I removed some victuals from the village over yonder. Removed? You mean stole? And I'll tell you where from. From the blacksmith. Hello.
Hello.
It was some odds and ends of victuals, a dram of liquor, and a pork pie. Have you happened to miss such an article as a pork pie, blacksmith?
My wife did. Didn't she, Pip?
Yes.
So, you're the blacksmith, are you? Then I'm sorry to say I've eaten your pie.
You're welcome to it. We don't know what you've done, but we wouldn't want you starved to death for it, would we, Pip?
No, Joe.
Move it on now, Magwitch. Growing up a young Pip, and she's old enough now to be thinking of other things, like his future.
So I'm the one who's had to think about that.
Ah, yes, ma'am. You've done a wonderful job. But there are others, Mrs. Joe, others who have their part to play in the edification of young Pip.
Oh, what others might they be, Uncle Pumblechook?
I have here an invitation from Miss Havisham.
Miss Havisham? The crazy old rich lady?
The very same, ma'am.
Biddy, I know that you're more learned than me.
Then I, Pip, then I.
All right, you're more learned than I. What I mean is, Biddy, can I come and take lessons from you? Can you teach me?
It is. Very well, Pip. I shall teach you.
Thanks, Biddy. You see, I mean to be a gentleman someday.
Oh, I can't teach you everything, Pip. Goodbye. Where have you been, you wretched boy? You kept Uncle Pumblechook waiting.
Time, my boy, is a thief. It is not a charity.
That's right. You listen to Uncle Pumblechook.
Young man, you have heard of Miss Havisham?
No, sir.
Oh, the boy is an imbecile.
Miss Havisham is a lady of considerable wealth who has befriended me and sought my advice. Mr. Pumblechook, says she, do you know of any boy who would be able to come here and play?
So that's where you're going. And mind your manners. Oh, your fortune could be made by this.
My friend, Miss Havisham, will not be kept waiting.
Where's Joe?
Joe? Oh, what do you want Joe for? You beast of a boy. Get out to that cart.
You been calling me?
Joe, they want me to go and see a Miss Havisham. They want me to play there. Should I go?
Well, Pip, old chap, I don't rightly know.
I know, and I say he goes. Oh, this could be the making of the boy's fortune. And at the very least, he'll learn some manners.
You better do as Mrs. Joe says, Pip, old chap.
Come along, young fellow, or we'll waste the morning in useless talk. Say goodbye to them as has brought you up by hand.
Goodbye.
Well, young fellow, got your wits about you. What's 7 times 9?
63.
Plus 5
68.
and 11.
79. Uncle, what's the time?
11:30, which is how many minutes from midnight?
30.
Caught you there, young fellow. It's 30 minutes from midday. Woo, Nelly!
What name?
Humble Chook. And this is Pip.
This is Pip, is it? Come in, Pip.
Boy, let your behavior here be a credit unto them which brought you up by hand.
Oh, did you wish to see Miss Havisham?
If Miss Havisham wished to see me,
But you see, she don't. That's the old brewery, where the Havisham fortune was made. Do they still brew there? If they did, it would turn out rather sour. Silly boy. The place has been closed for years. Is that the name of this house, miss? Yes. It means enough. Enough house. That's a curious name, miss. The idea was that whoever had this house could want nothing else. They must have been easily satisfied in those days. Come on, boy, don't loiter. Come on, boy. This way. Go in. After you, miss. Don't be ridiculous, boy. I'm not going in. Enter. Who is it? Pip, Mum. Come to play. Well then, Pip. Play. Miss?
You're not afraid of a woman who has not seen the sun since you were born.
No, Mum.
Do you know what I touch here?
Your heart?
Broken. Oh, I'm tired. I want diversion. And I've done with men and women. Play.
I'm sorry, Mum, but I just can't play. It's so new to me here. And so strange. And so fine. And melancholy. That I can't.
So new to him. So old to me. So strange to him. So familiar to me. So melancholy to both of us. Call Estella. Go on. Call Estella. You can do that.
Estella!
Here. You can play cards with Estella. Estella, play with him.
With him? But he is a common labouring boy.
Well, you can break his heart.
What do you play, boy? Nothing but beggar my neighbour, miss.
Beggar him. When shall I have you here again? Let me think.
I have lessons on Tuesday and Wednesday.
I know nothing of days of the week. I know nothing of weeks of the year. Come again after 6 days. You hear?
You've seen this before.
Yes, it belongs to my stepfather.
You gave it to someone.
Might have done.
That someone wants to thank you. But that someone has been detained in a place you'll most likely never see, and so he sent me in his stead to thank you and to give you this. Firstly, the file, which was useful to my friend at the time, and then these 2 one-pound notes, which he thinks might be useful to you.
But why do you... How did you...
Good day to you, Pip.
But wait!
Wake up! Wake up! Today you go to Miss Avisham's. Time for a wash. And remember this, you mind your manners.
I don't want to go to Miss Havisham's.
Today you go to Miss Avisham's.
You are to come this way today. Well? Well, miss? Am I pretty? Yes, I think you're very pretty. Am I insulting? Not as much as you were the last time. Not as much? No. What do you think of me now, you coarse little monster? I won't tell you. You're going to tell upstairs, are you? Is that it? No, that's not it.
Whom have we here?
A boy, Mr. Jaggers?
Boy of the neighborhood?
Yes, sir.
How do you come to be here?
Miss Havisham sent for me, sir.
Well, behave yourself. I have a pretty large experience of boys, and you're a bad set of fellows. So you mind. And behave yourself.
Who was that man? None of your business. Now come this way.
So, the days have worn away, have they?
Yes, Mum. Today is...
I don't want to know. Are you ready to play?
I don't think I am, Mum.
Since this house seems to strike you as being too old and grave, and since you are unwilling to play, tell me this, boy. Are you willing to work?
Yes, Mum.
Then you can take me for a walk. Come on, walk me. Open the door. I want to show you something, Pip. This is where I'll be laid when I'm dead. Oh, they'll come and look at me here. What do you think that is? That, under the cobwebs.
I can't guess, Mum.
It's a great cake. A wedding cake. Mine. It and I have worn away together. The mice have gnawed at it. And sharper teeth than the teeth of mice have gnawed at me. When they lay me dead in my bride's dress on the bride's table, then the ruin will be complete. You can walk me back to my dressing room now. And then you can have some lunch. You shall come again in 6 days, Pip. Stella? Take Pip down and give him some lunch. He'll probably want to sit about in the sunlight. Is there any sunlight today, Pip?
Yes, Mum. It's a fine day.
Who let you in? Have you come to play with Estella?
Yes.
I see. Well, that's interesting, because I've come here to play with Estella, too. I tell you what, let's go and fight. First round, gong. Don't forget the rules. That means you've won.
Can I help you?
No, thank you.
Well, good afternoon.
Same to you.
Come here. You may kiss me if you like. Goodbye, Pip. Miss Havisham wants to see you, Joe.
Oh, yes, Pip. And what would a lady like that want with a blacksmith?
She wants to see you about my future.
Oh, yes?
They haven't treated me badly, Joe. But on the other hand, they haven't treated me as if I were one of them. You'll find some strange people living here, Joe. I find them strange. And as for Miss Havisham, well, she's a sad and proud lady who looks as if she were made of wax and lead and yellow frost. I still don't know what she wants from me. Estella, this is Mr. Joe Gardry. Oh, yes? Does this mean this is your last visit? Yes, Estella.
Mr. Gargery, I understand Pip is to be apprenticed to you.
Yes. Yes, I mean to say yes.
What premium are you going to pay the boy?
Well, I mean to say, we don't run to no premiums at Gargery's Forge. But if Pip has no heart for the life of a smithy, we won't, I mean to say, force him, like.
Pip has earned a premium here. There are £25 in this bag. Give it to your master, Pip.
Am I to come again, Miss Havisham?
No, Gargery is your master now. Let them out, Estella.
But when will I see Estella again?
She will only break your heart, Pip. Gargery, this boy has been good here, and this is his reward. Of course, as an honest man, you would expect no other and no more.
Oh, I understand that, Miss Havisham. Oh, yes.
This way, please. I would like to kiss you goodbye. I would not like to be kissed. Goodbye.
Well, Pip, old chap, that Miss Havisham is an astonishing woman. Astonishing. I don't rightly know how we'll explain it all to Mrs. Joe.
She must have fallen down the stairs. Look, she must have scrawled this out while she lay there.
You read it, Pip.
There are just 3 words. Joe, Pip, pardon.
She was a fine figure of a woman, Pip. Your sister was a fine figure of a woman.
Pardon, Mrs. Joe. To you as well.
Do I address Joe Gargery, the blacksmith?
You do?
My name is Jaggers, and I'm a lawyer in London. I'm also pretty well known. I have unusual business to transact with your apprentice known as Pip, and I would begin by explaining that it is not a business of my creation. I would hope that you would come to some arrangement by which you stop that noise and hear me out. That's better. I am instructed to tell him that he will come into a handsome property. Further, it is the desire of a present owner of that property that Pip be brought up as a gentleman. Quite simply, as a young fellow of great expectations. The name of your benefactor will remain secret, and that is the condition under which your great expectations are bestowed on you. Do you have any objection?
No.
You will need some money for your clothes and the trip to London, where you will come to my office for further instructions. Shall we say, £20, Mr. Gardry?
I must tell Biddy. Joe, you have no objection, do you?
I don't rightly know, Pip, old chap.
So you see, Biddy, Miss Havisham is going to make me a gentleman.
Miss Havisham? But I understand your benefactor is anonymous.
Yes, but who else could it be? Besides, that lawyer Jaggers is also her lawyer. I passed him in the corridor at Miss Havisham's once.
Why is she doing this? Well, if it is her, that is.
She probably wants a husband for Estella.
Oh, yes.
Biddy, have I hurt your feelings?
Oh, no.
Dear Biddy, I wish I could fall in love with you.
Don't think it's likely, Pip.
Goodbye, Pip, old son. Now, you keep a level head on your shoulders up in London. You understand?
Yes, Joe.
Share rooms with young Herbert Pocket, the son of a client of mine, should that prove agreeable. And to draw your allowance from me. Of course, you'll go wrong somehow, but that's no fault of mine.
How do you expect me to go wrong, Mr. Jaggers?
No, just joking, Pip. Now, you listen to young Pocket and let him instruct you. A young man of great expectations ought to know how to use a knife and fork.
You're the boy I beat in the fight.
You're the boy I beat in the fight.
Oh, did you win, did you? I can't remember. Come in anyway.
Mr. Jaggers says that you are to instruct me as to manners and so on.
Oh, yes. From time to time, I suppose. You won't think me rude if I point out that in London it's not the custom to place the knife in the mouth for fear of accidents.
You won't think me rude if I ask you what you were doing at Miss Havisham's that day.
Oh. I was seen as some sort of future husband for Estella, until Estella met me and called me a goose.
Oh, bad luck.
Not so bad. That girl is hard as rock, and she's been brought up by Miss Havisham to wreak revenge on the male sex. That's why Miss Havisham adopted her.
What's she got against the male sex?
Pip, old chap, the napkin, to be used thus. Here endeth the first lesson.
Thank you, Herbert.
Now, as to Miss Havisham, her father ran a brewery and he was very rich. So when he died, she became an heiress.
And attracted many proposals of marriage.
Yes, and she turned them all down. Now I come to the cruel part of the story. There appeared on the scene, at the races, at the balls and parties, a man who courted Miss Havisham most winningly. She had kept aloof for most of her suitors, but now, with this man, the floodgates were opened. She loved him passionately, and he professed to be devoted to her. So a wedding day was fixed, and when it came around, a letter arrived from the groom.
Which Miss Havisham received when she was dressing.
Yes.
At 20 minutes to 9.
Yes. He broke off the marriage. As you can imagine, she was devastated. She ordered all the clocks to be stopped.
who broke her heart?
Oh, he was a confidence man, a forger. He hung around racetracks. Miss Havisham gave away a lot to him. Eventually, I believe, he was jailed for something else.
Why didn't he marry her?
He was already married, and she has never seen the light of day since.
And Estella was adopted?
Yes, and brought up to hate men.
She'll melt one day.
Perhaps. Thus ends a gloomy tale. You have not been to a London theatre?
No.
Then we shall sally forth and see a good show, and you will find that London has more to offer than lessons in manners. The hat, Pip?
Yes.
Wait till you get outside. Now we shall see a show, Pip. I like the sound of this new show in Drury Lane.
I can't go, Herbert. I've been invited to Sarti's house for a visit.
Sarti's house? Now, that's not a very bright show. I don't think it's got a happy ending either. What's the big occasion down at Sarti's house?
Estella's come back from France and she'd like to see me.
And you'd like to see her?
Yes, I'd like to see how she turned out.
I'll bet she's turned out like an ice palace.
You're jealous, Herbert.
Come in, Pip. So, Pip. Oh, you're quite the young gentleman now. I've heard all about your good fortune and your evident good use of it.
I'm most grateful to my benefactor.
I should think so.
Estella.
Hello, Pip.
Do you find her much changed, Pip?
At first I did, Miss Havisham, but now I can see the old Estella, and it's a beautiful sight.
What? Oh, come now, Pip. You found the old Estella insulting. What about you, my dear? Has he changed?
Very much.
Less coarse and common. You have both changed, which is as it should be. And I am still living. Do you see my room and my house? The same. I am still living, Pip, and nothing has changed.
Why did you want to see me?
Estella is going to Richmond to live for a time. You would be good enough to escort her there, wouldn't you, Pip?
I don't know about that, Miss Havisham.
And how do you find your life as a gentleman in London, Pip?
I live quite pleasantly there. At least,
At least.
as pleasantly as I could anywhere away from you.
You're wasting your time, Pip. You see, I don't have a heart.
Estella.
Thank you, Pip.
You let me kiss your cheek once.
Oh, yes. I remember. After that fight.
Why did you let me kiss you?
Because I didn't fancy Herbert as a playmate. That was all.
May I kiss you now?
If you like. Well, goodbye. Come and visit sometime if you like. Well, goodbye. Come and visit sometime if you like. Hello, Pip.
Estella's come back from France and she'd like to see me.
I'll bet she's turned out like an ice palace.
She'll melt one day.
Perhaps.
Mr. Pip.
What do you want?
Mr. Pip.
Yes? But that's none of your business. Now clear off.
You're a game one. I'm glad you've grown up a game one.
I've seen you before. You're the convict I fed in the graveyard. Well, what do you want? Tell me, what do you want? Well, are you going to state your business or clear off?
Game one indeed. But don't catch hold of me. You'll be sorry afterwards to have done it.
You'd better come in.
Thank you, my boy. You acted noble, my boy. Noble, Pip. And I've never forgot it.
I'm glad you think so. And I'm glad you've evidently repented and recovered yourself.
I've done wonderful well. I've been a sheep farmer in Australia.
I've done rather well, too. And I should like to return the £2 your messenger gave me.
I know you've done well. And Mr. Jaggers has proved an excellent guardian.
How did you know?
Yes, Pip, dear boy. I've made a gentleman of you. That hunted dog you fed got his head so high that he could make a gentleman. And Pip, you're him. But don't tell anyone I'm your benefactor, Pip. Don't tell anyone I exist. But I was sent to Australia for life, and it's death by hanging for him who comes back.
It wasn't Miss Havisham after all. And Estella was never designed for me.
Estella was designed for heartbreak.
So what can I do, Herbert?
I think you'd better get the full story from your convict friend.
I knew my name was Meg, which christened Abel. And I was bad enough until I met Gumpson.
To judge from appearances, you're out of luck.
I've never been in it much.
How'd you like a job?
It was a job, all right. Forging banknotes and every kind of swindle. He passed himself off as a gentleman, this Gumpson. And he was a smooth one. He had no more art than an iron file. reasonable amount, sir. Speak up.
Constable!
We were caught good and proper, as I must have known we would be. But he got 7 years and I got 14 on account of him being a gentleman and all. He said to the judge that it was me who led him astray, and I hated him for that. So when we were on the prison ship, I got him a good one. I only gave him a scar, but I would have killed him if I could. And I escaped, and he escaped too. And you saw, young Pip, how I nearly killed him. I was sent to Australia for life. But I worked and I got my pardon. And worked even harder so that you could be above work, Pip, and be a gentleman. How do you spend your days, dear boy?
Oh, we go to shows and things, restaurants.
So you're living the life of a gentleman.
Yes, I believe so. Miss Havisham,
Welcome, Pip.
you led me to believe that you were my benefactor.
No.
You did.
You seem to have become an extremely sour and abrupt young man.
You brought me here to torture me with Estella.
Nonsense. Besides, she's gone off and married someone else.
No,
Yes, Pip.
don't think you've beaten me. I never loved her.
Brave words, Pip. But you know nothing about love. I'll tell you what it is. It is trust and belief against yourself and against the whole world. Giving up your heart and your soul to the slighter, as I did.
Miss Havisham.
That must be the sun up there, Pip.
Yes, Miss Havisham. I had not been home to Gargery Forge for a long time. It was not that I didn't love Joe. It was that I feared we had grown apart. I had grown apart from others, too. Trabb's girl had been at school with me. Hello. Don't you remember me? I'm Pip. Remember?
Well, if it isn't Pip, ain't you just a gentleman?
I'd like to buy these flowers, please. What's the matter with you? What's the matter? Do you think I should be back at the forge? It had not been a successful homecoming so far, but there was one person in the village I wanted to see. I was sure she'd be glad to see me. Hello, Biddy.
Pip, oh, how nice to see you again.
You look beautiful, Biddy.
Yes, as beautiful as Estella.
I don't know what Estella looks like now.
Oh, no?
No, she married someone else.
That must have been a blow for you. Oh, I'm sorry, Pip. I let my jealousy get the better of me.
You're not the only jealous person in the village.
Well, who else has been horrible to you?
I had a bit of trouble with Trabb's girl. She seems to think I'm a blacksmith's apprentice who's got a bit above himself. She seems to resent my good fortune.
Oh, don't worry about it, Pip. Now tell me, you came back to see Joe, is that right?
No, I came back to see Miss Havisham for the last time.
Oh?
She's dead.
Oh. Oh, dear. But you will come and see Joe, won't you? I'm going to go and see him as soon as I finish locking up the school and take him a cake. Oh, the poor fellow's been so lonely since Mrs. Joe died and you left.
I won't come, Biddy.
Won't come and see Joe? Why ever not, Pip?
I must return to London. Things have been happening there that you would never believe.
I can hardly believe this. Joe brought you up, Pip.
I know.
Cross the street with me, then.
What's so funny about her?
Oh, Pip, I'm sorry. She's just a funny girl.
She was mocking me.
Oh, you do present a bit of a target in that London finery. Goodbye, Pip. Have a safe trip.
I'll be back. I'll see Joe. And I'll see you.
Yes, Pip.
I had to find a hotel here in my hometown. I chose the wrong one. Oh, no. Uncle Pumblechook.
So, you remember him? What put you in the way of your fortune?
Of course I remember you, Uncle.
You remember me, all right. But you ain't remembered to call on me once since the change in your life.
I'm sorry.
There's been talk around the town about you, and the summation of this said talk is that you are getting, and have got, a bit big for your britches.
I'm sorry you think that, Uncle.
Just remember this, my boy. I was the one who took you first to Miss Havisham's.
Yes, you were the one. Now, Uncle, if you'll excuse me, I must get some sleep. I have a coach to catch in the morning.
That's right. You turn your back. You turn your back on him who was your true benefactor.
My homecoming had left me exhausted and confused, but I was soon to be confronted with more immediate problems.
So, Pip, you know all about your benefactor.
Yes, Mr. Jaggers.
Well, he's in danger, my lad. There's a bird who hates him, name of Compeyson. And this Compeyson has been seen lurking about your flat. You'd better get old Magwitch out of the country. It's death for him if Compeyson calls the police.
I realize that.
You wouldn't want to kill the goose that's laying the golden eggs.
Best way to get him out of the country, I tell you.
I believe you.
We rowed downstream and put him on one of those steamers. You see that one? It's bound for Hamburg.
We'll put Magwitch on a boat tonight. It was going too fast. When's the next steamer due?
Next one after this is the Rotterdam. That goes in the morning.
We'll catch it at the last bend. That all right with you, Uncle?
Whatever you say, dear boy.
I can take you back to the jetty, Herbert.
Don't be silly, Pip, old chap. This looks good, Pip. It'll have to slow down here.
Anyone follow us?
Not a soul.
To have to leave you like this.
I knowed the risks before I came. I just had to see you. To see how you turned out.
For you, Mr. Magwitch. Goodbye and good luck.
Thank you, young Herbert.
You there? You have a return transport there? His name is Abel Magwitch. I call on you to surrender.
Oh, no.
Swing around, Pip.
Hold fast there!
Pip, hard to port.
Captain. got him.
Mind you, we're taking this one into custody.
What about the other one?
He's a free man.
There's the other one.
Is it Trumperson?
Yes. No good to us now. Row on.
Poor fellow. Poor fellow, yes. But think of all the lives he wrecked.
Yes, Miss Havisham most of all.
No. Him most of all.
How is he?
He's dead.
I'm afraid your great expectations are at an end, Pip. As a return to transport, Magwitch forfeits his estate.
I understand.
What will you do now?
I'll have to get a job. And there's a girl I know called Biddy. I'm going to propose to her, so I think I'll be kept quite busy.
I'm glad to see you're not bitter.
Joe, you're all grown up, Pip.
Hello, Pip.
You know my wife, Biddy? Yes. Hello, Biddy. Come in, old chap. Goodbye, Joe. Goodbye, Biddy. I'll see you again after I visit Sarta's house. I must see the old place once more.
Goodbye, Pip.
Estella.
Yes, Pip. I've come back for a last look at the old place. Like you, I imagine.
I heard you were married.
Yes. I married a man who beat me and then killed himself.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But I still own this property, so I'm not in the poorhouse. What are you doing, Pip?
I'm going back to London to get a job.
Oh, good. I hope the years have been kinder to you than they have been to me.
I think they have been. Goodbye, Estella. This place has too many memories for me. I must go.
Pip. You became a gentleman.
Yes, Biddy. But now I'm going back to London to become something else.
What's that?
Myself.